we're starting our third week of staying at home, quarantined, wondering how you're all doing, how each one of us is doing. This is not easy. It really demands for us to take care of our physical condition, but it also is important to boost our emotional and our spiritual immunity, because this is what's going to get us through. Being able to, if we feel upset, to come back emotionally and have some resources to come back and be balanced again, or spiritually to be lost and then to find a way to come back. Welcome, Allison. I'm glad you joined. So I want to talk about intuition. I am offering a very low-cost workshop on Friday, 90-minute meditation and solving one challenge that you're dealing with in this session. And so I want to give you a tip about intuition. I want to tell you why I feel intuition is so important at this time more than any other time. When we're experiencing challenges, we become more fearful. We're more restricted. And when we are more restricted, we have more of a tunnel vision. Now, intuition happens. That's the first tip. Intuition happens when you're in an expansive state. So an expansive state happens when you feel, for example, when you feel joy, or when you feel love, or when you feel grounded, when you feel spaciousness. And that can happen through anything you do. If you love dancing, then it happens when you dance. If you love reading poetry, it might happen then. It can happen when you hug a child. It can happen when you walk in nature. Anything you do, a hobby you do, your life purpose, whatever you do, you can do it with spaciousness. And intuition happens when you're spacious. So you might not know that, and you might just have an intuitive hunch, but there are 4 characteristics of intuitive guidance. And I want to give you one each day of this week so that you can be more attuned to your intuition and recognize it more easily. And then on Friday, I want you to actually have the experience of being spacious and having an intuitive guidance with an issue you're dealing with right now. We all have so many challenges, daily tasks and challenges we need to deal with. And so to do that from a spacious place is so much easier. And instead of doing it from a place of fear or panic, you'll be doing it from a place that's aligned to what's the greater good for you, for your life, for your family, for your friends, for these times and this situation. So we really need to go inwards and listen to what's right for right now in order to restore wholeness into your life under these circumstances. And so the most important thing is, first of all, that intuitive guidance occurs when you're in a spacious state. So what you can practice before the workshop on Friday is you can, whatever you do today, pay attention to any shifts in your sensations in your body, in your emotions, and in your thought patterns as you go about your day. Let's say that you're now listening to my Facebook Live, and then you go off and you have a small child and you give them a hug. Pay attention to the shift that happens in you, because when you hug a child, you shift into more of a loving state. That is what I call a more expansive state. Maybe you go off. Hi, Yael. Welcome. I'm glad you joined. You're listening now to this Facebook Live, and then you go off and do what I just did. I did a green smoothie to boost my physical immunity. And as I drink it, I feel more vibrant. And so when you feel more vibrant, you are expanding. And so what happens, what I discovered through my doctoral research, is that all spiritual experiences happen when we are in an expansive state. And then an interesting thing occurs. In this expansive state, we become aware of information that was not available for us a second ago when we were in a more restrictive, panicky, or fearful state of mind. It's kind of like, if you're driving in your car with your GPS, with your smartphone, and all you get is instructions of the next step, like 100 meters or the next 100 yards, and then right and then left. But if you look at an old-fashioned paper map, you get to see the entire city or region, and you see much more of the interconnectedness and relationship between where you are and where you want to go. So there are many different ways you can go now when you're looking at an old classic paper map. Well, the same happens with intuition. When we expand our consciousness and feel more spacious and relaxed, and we feel the sense of life affirmation or love or bliss or any of those emotions that come with spaciousness, we receive a larger map of any situation that we are dealing with and focused on. And it shows up as intuitive knowing. And so the first thing is to step into a spaciousness.